See, it's a Monday. We talk all things money, and joining us live in studio is Shalom Govera. She is a trainer, speaker, a facilitator, and coach in social finance with accreditation from the International Labour Organization (ILO), and she trains various financial education courses in Zimbabwe and the region. Hey, Shalom. Good morning.
Good morning, Vikendi. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm feeling a little bit out of depth because I'm like, hey, maybe I should have come up with a topic that is in line with this 13,000.
No, it's okay. We can switch it up. This is equally important day. So we're talking about conducting a market survey for new business. Talk to us.
Yes. So I thought, let me bring this up because, again, we're in the first 3 months of the year. So maybe as you started the year, you were saying to yourself, "Outanga new business, I want to start a new side hustle, or, I want to improve my money game this year," right? So I think one of the goals around that is to say, I want to start a new business. And even as part of this show, I've also heard even Arthur Marara saying, "Tengesa something," But we don't want to sort of just leave you there. We want to give you the how-to, the actual tools that help you to say, if you have said to yourself, you want to start a new business, a new hustle, you want to start a new way of making money or an income-generating project, what are some of the elements that you need to have? So the first thing is to say you need to conduct a market survey. Vazhinji vedu tinotanga mabusiness kana kuti maprojects tisina kumbonyazogara pasi kuti zvine zviri kudiwa here mumarket ende kana zvichidiwa zvikudiwa zvakaita sei. So I think that's the importance of a market survey, is to actually really be able to pinpoint and identify my needs, your customers or your target market. Now, a lot of times when I speak to entrepreneurs, we are starting things in a hurry. We are starting things based on passion. We are starting things based on it's a hobby that is now making money for me.
Or it's something that's trending. It's a business trend. Exactly.
Saka, there's not enough time that people are spending to really sit down and say to themselves, what are people looking for? In fact, I think we do poorly on that as Zimbabweans, particularly because we don't know I feel like consumers generally don't really know the power that they have to be able to demand for what they want from the people that are providing services or providing for goods and services. Let me give you an example. Iwe ukaboikana maybe pamwe na nail tech wako kana na hairdresser wako pamwe wakuitira zvausingadi, autombomudza unoona ungotanga utongomublutika wongomughosta wototanga utotsvaga watowana mwene nail watoenda,
you switch up.
You switch up, So I think that also sometimes can be very negative, particularly on the part of those people who have started new businesses, because they actually don't get the feedback that they need to improve on their services or on their product offering. So as a result, apana munhu ari kumbomupawo feedback, saka anongoita zvinhu nemafungira ake. Saka zvakakosha kuti market survey iitwe usati watombotanga kuti wakutanga business. Tisangotange mabusiness ekungomukira mumakumbo. But this year, if you really are serious about starting a business, first thing is talk to potential customers. It means unenge watomboita survey yekuzinzwisisa kuti market yako yakamira sei. Saka vanhu vacho vari kuti potential customers ako iwewe, taura navo. Chii chavari kutsvaga? Chii chavasiri kuwana izvezvi? Handiti. And what do they think about competitors ako iwewe? Because the industry yega yega yauri kupinda, chese chauda kutanga kuita chine munhu akatombochiitawo kana kuti ari kutochiitawo panguva iyoyo. There will never be a time where you start something that is completely new. There is nothing new under the sun. And also there are people who are already in that business. What are the current customers thinking about them or saying about them? That gives you an opportunity to see the gaps that are in the market. Mazwano dzimwe nguva hazisiri very difficult also to be able to know what the market is saying. There's a group that I'm part of pa Facebook where munhu anogona kuposta handiti achi-advertiser. Ukangoenda pama-comment section unogona kutanga kutonzwa vanhu vatotuka, habesere, hagoni zvakati, kana kuti service yake iri poor, deliver anoti it's for free, but anotora time or whatever. Saka you can already pick certain things. If you go online for your competitors, you can actually see. In fact, those of us who also have competitors who are corporates, like big businesses, you can actually go on their pages and see what people are saying about them. Even if you even just
that's good.
If you write even in the search engine box papa handiti ukangonyora zita recompany yacho iroro unogona kuwana maposts asiri on their page but are written by customers just writing different things on the web. It could be on Facebook, it could even be on Twitter. Twitter kunowanika a lot of reviews also because a lot of the times people are very, very frank on Twitter. So it also becomes an opportunity for you to see what the market is saying about their competitors. Is zvinokubatsira kuti uone kuti market gap yacho iri papi. Because kazhinji, we don't want the same thing of the same thing. You get what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Iwe wapinda urungoitawo zvungoitawo munhu wese. Urikutengesa mabroiler, urungotengesawo mabroiler the same way that everyone is tengesaring mabroiler. Kuti ndinoita delivery, ihuku iri dressed. Ko pamwe munhu anoda dzakachekwa dziri prepacked dzakatochekwa. Inini if I would get someone who can just sell to me huku yakatochekwa kudhara, I'll be grateful because me I don't like
kungocheka.
That is the difference. Kungogadzira ma prepack munhu anotongouya achitongozwa kuti it's not just dressed but it's already prepacked. Even if I have to pay 50 cents extra for that charge, I would do that because it's convenience for me. You see what I mean? So it's important for you to see what are people looking for and what is it that they don't have and that they are looking for. Then the second one is to say, observe your competitors' businesses. I don't think we do enough of observations as people. Especially panyaya business, we don't do well in panyaya observation.
What are they doing right?
Exactly.
And what are they doing wrong?
And connecting that with your business, I learn a lot from people. Sometimes I even learn a lot from businesses that are not in my industry. How do they connect with clients? How do they attract customers?
What sets them apart?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Branding here, are they their colors? What is it that makes them so popular? Get to understand and observe. Take your time to observe. So that iwewe kana wakutanga business rako urikuritanga uine understanding yekuti actually competitor wangu anoita izvi, inini ndiri kuuyawo neangle yangu iyi handiti, and ndiri kutorawo zvakanaka zvavanoita ndozvi-incorporator in my business. We're not saying you are copying and pasting, but you are saying to yourself, what can I learn from these people and be able to distill that and make sure that my business has that as a component. Then also you need to ask ask suppliers or friends in the business. In fact, I think something that's connected to this is to say, if you are interested in a particular industry, you have a friend or someone are within that industry, offer to say, hey, can I help you here and there on Junjaurguita? Can I just volunteer, once or twice a week to help you? Because what you are doing in that, you are also gathering information. I often use this example, Kuti. For me to start doing training, I worked under someone who is a master trainer in various courses, not just in Zimbabwe, but in the region and internationally. So I learned the tricks of the trade from somebody who's been in the business for, right now, I think it's about 30 years now. So I wanted to know, Kuti, what has made them this successful? If they are running a workshop, what are some of the checklists that they use? Ndakumashandisawo inini machecklist iwayo iko zvinezvi kana ndakuranawo workshop yangu. What are some of the administrative things that make a workshop work? What are some of the things that I need to make sure that I have as a sort of like zvinhu zvandisingafaniri kupotsa, so to speak?
Yeah.
But hatidi.
I think sometimes it's the obsession in which I want to be unique and peculiar, which is very good because you now have to find your unique point, right?
Exactly.
But then before that, it's also important to, as you clarified, as you said, what's working for them.
Yeah,
it's important. Learn if it works, learn from that.
Yeah. Learn from success and humble yourself to be able to say, hey, I'm going to give myself some time. I mean, after last week's show, there's a guy who got in touch with me and said, I want to sort of shadow you, and just see what you're doing. I see myself having a career in the things that you're doing. In fact, in financial planning, which is a little more niche market, but he's seeing already the connections in terms of, I could learn from this person. So I think we need to be stepping out more and offering to say, hey, I want to do this, or I can do this. Can I come and do one or two things? I've got friends of mine that have helped me in the business. Kungoti, can I do this for you? You are very busy. Ukuita chi, kuronga workshop. Can I also help you? In that process, ane zvaari kutopikawo. And that helps you to realize, oh, okay, this is how you can also roll out, maybe your business idea or whatever. Then also let's read around, newspapers, trade journals, magazines, to really get information and ideas about how to repackage zvinhu zviri kuitika mumarket. I have a friend of mine anoita makeup and hairdressing and different things, and one of the things I really love about her is that she is so well exposed. Munhu anogara achitsvaga information. And she has stayed ahead of the game because she's always looking for information to better herself, but also to better her product offering.
Because information, that's your staying power. That is what sustains you in the game.
That's it. Ukangoita zvinhu zvekungoita from the top of your head. Usina enough information even about trends. So recently ndakatozosangana nesomeone wakaita mentor akandiudza kuti you know what, if there's anything I learned from that girl is how much she works to learn about other things, about how other people are doing things, to learn about my global trends, to the point yekuti of late she set up a studio that is like no other studio I've seen. Nemari shoma, but she's been able to really do something that is exquisite because she has learned from global trends. So let's do that. Finally, surf the web, go online, to explore what are other people doing who are not even in your country. Atidi vanhu vanoita tunnel vision yekungoti hanzi isusu ndo zvatinoita muno muZimbabwe. Guys, there are so many different ways of doing business, so many different ways of doing what's it called, doing rolling out new businesses, launching new businesses. Of late, because of the book writing community that I'm part of, people were talking about how do we do book launches differently. Asi kungoda mabook launch akangofanana ngori nema keynote speaker nema guest
Zimbabwe ndo zvatinoita.
Do we always have to do things that way? How else can we do book launches differently and make them so interactive and beneficial for the people who are coming there? So I think it's very, very important for you to say, what are some of the new trends? And then once I've done that, anditi ndichishanda neichika ndofana kutonge nditori nechidocument chandiri kutopopulata information yese, ndozogara pasi manje ndakutanga kuisynchronize ndichitsvaga maconnections nemalinkages kuti okay, ndakaona ninga achita so, competitor uyu anoita so, gap rake ndeiri, kana kuti competitor uyu anoita so, I have learned 1, 2, 3 things that I also need to do in my business to become successful. Ndakashanda naningi as a mentor, ndakaona the way yaanobata macustomer, ndakaona kuti ane feedback system yake iri kumubatsira sei, how can I also incorporate the same? Guys, let's start businesses which can compete at a global level. I work with SMEs under Zimtrade, and a lot of the times that's our biggest challenge, finding businesses that can compete at the global level. Kuti unogara pasina business person womubvunza ma basic questions, even just questions around zvemari zvitori wesika, kuti umubvunze kuti saka business rako ne record keeping here system in place, munhu anotokutaura kuti isusu tiri ana musiyanwa, tinongobatanidza zvichingoenda, but
I think it's just being myopic and justifying that short-sightedness.
Exactly. Let's not justify zvinhu zvakadaro, because zvinezvi kwane ma-new trends, financial planning, kwane ma-new trends ekuti how do you track expenditure and things like that. Get on board, get onto those platforms, and make sure that you are also doing things according to the trends of the way things are happening out there. Zvinokubenefita iwewe, business rako will always stay a step ahead of others. Saka, let's build for the global market. I was telling someone, Kuti, if you look at, let's say, for example, China, when they set out to say they want to do, they want to see the world as their market. That changed a lot of things for them.
Powerful. Want to see the world as their market.
Exactly.
And literally it has happened.
It has happened.
Yes.
For them, they said, you know what, the world is our market. As a result, vakatanga kubuilda mafactory, vakatanga kubuilda zvinhu zviri massive, because that's the idea. We're going to serve the world as our market. But isusu tikangotarisa munharaunda kuti nini ndoda kungoitawo kuti zvinhu zvangu ningowanawo mari yekuti ningobhadhara school fees, and we end there.
We aim so low. Yeah.
Even the nature of our businesses will just be mediocre. So let's go beyond being mediocre. Guys, inini gore rineri, honestly, if I'm gonna push you in anything, I want to push you to think global. To think we are competing at a global stage. We are no longer just Zimbabwe. Tichingo dilani vanhu vari muZimbabwe. Let's rethink. Let's explore the market beyond just zvatiri kuona around us. So zvese izvo zvatiri kutaura nhasi zvakakosha if you're going to start a business this year. If you're saying you want to really go far in terms of developing your income, or you've got income goals, rethink what you are doing. Some of you may have to sort of strategize your business. You may even do a market survey, even though wakatotanga business utori mom business racho,
but it's not too late.
It's not too late. And I have to rework this thing and make sure that it makes sense for me. In fact, I think one of the shows we're gonna look at the 7 P's of marketing, and they are based on market survey yako. Market survey yako ndo determine your 7 P's of marketing. Saka chero varimo mubusiness macho chimbogarai pasi mono zviri kushanda here zvatiri kuita, kana zvisiri kushanda, what can we do better? This is part of your strategy as you are continuing with 2023.
Shalom, thank you so much conducting a market survey for new business. What's your excuse? Why would you not want to grow? So why are you limiting yourself? How can people get in touch with you?
So you can get in touch with me on WhatsApp. It's 0788 412 018. I'll say it again, 0788 412 018. Also on Facebook, The Finance Wiz, and on Twitter, Shalom_MSA. Connect with me and let's talk about how we can, move your business forward, particularly if you're already in business.
Thank you so much, Money Man.